Hello YouTube, how is everyone? It has been 2 weeks. It has been a kind of eventful 2 weeks since the last time I recorded. It is 5:25 p.m. on August 12th, which is a Saturday. Hopefully this won't take me too long to go through. We have a almost finished, fully finished, well, not fully finished, not like FFO'd, but we have a almost finished like stitching project to show. I've got almost finished on like a part of a mystery cross stitch. But anywho, for those of you who have never been here, my name is Sarah, and this is the Peace, Love, and Stitches flosstube channel. I update every 2 weeks, and I have a wonderful little like bin rotation. However, these ones are not going to have any progress at the moment because I have so far been doing 7 projects for the first like 2 weeks, and then I pick another 7, or well, I have 14 total in the bin, and then the one half gets for the first 2 weeks, the other half gets the next 2 weeks. But this month I may change it up to next month, and but for right now I think we're making some really decent progress on stuff by doing this. I do also have a bunch of little notations of things because I'm getting like the itch to want to do something new, and I really don't need to do that. Anywho, so thank you all for coming and visiting with me. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I think I had like 3 or 4. I'm sorry if you hear a dog whining, a little creature. That is my dog. She is in here with me at the moment, and she can be vocal to the point where she will want to put her 2 cents in the whining department amongst all the other things that are hers over here, which is her toys. So if you hear any type of squeakers, crinkly sounds, snuffling, whining, it's her. She is an 8-year-old Basset Shepherd, so just so you're aware, get that out. I think in one of my videos she actually started playing with like a snorting pig toy, so happens. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into everything. I'm gonna start off with my frosted pumpkin stitch along. This is the Castle Homecoming Mystery Stitch Along for 2023. It is stitched on 32 count Belfast linen in the color Valor. It's stitched 2/2. This is all the called for threads and the called for fabric, and I just have to finish my little polka dot dragon for clue 3 to be all the way done. So I have completed my little knight and all his back stitching. I made, it's very hard to see the little stems to the mushrooms, but I did do a red mushroom instead of all pink and purple. So there are 2 pink ones, one like purpley, and I changed 2 of them to the red caps. I honestly wish I had changed all of them to red caps, but I wanted to see what they would look like in the called for colors. So all that's left for me to do is to finish his belly and to finish his tail and leg, like the one of his legs over here, or thigh I guess, and then do the back stitching in his belly, and then he is completed and clue 3 will be done. I have until August 17th. I'm sorry if you're hearing her doing her weird snufflies right now, because I can hear it really loud. But yeah, I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, total of 5 days to complete clue 3 before clue 4 actually comes out. So this is definitely going to happen. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. So, Carousel Fantasy Horse was a project that was picked for this first, sorry, I'll explain what I just laughed about. My phone is sitting over here, and I got a text message that kind of made me laugh. Anywho, Carousel Fantasy Horse was one of the 7 that was picked for the first 2 weeks. I picked it up for 1 day, stitched a total of maybe 20 or 30 stitches, and said, oh my goodness, absolutely not. So what is happening is this project has this wonderful blending filament stuff, and I'm going to trade this out for some Kreinik filaments and see if I can work with those. But the stuff breaks, and it when you start adding it and doing things, it bunches up and shreds, and I just can't deal with it. And most of the stitching has it blended in with the stitching. So I literally already had this green blob and this white one here, and I just put in the little bit of yellow that you see there. It's not a whole lot. It was literally the most frustrating thing I've ever done. So until I get the Kreinik blending filament on a spool, this one is kind of going into timeout. But he did get a little progress, I suppose, if you want to say. But he is one that I was kind of afraid that it was just going to not go over so well. But, you know, I touched it. That's progress. I wish I could have touched it more. I was totally expecting to work on it this past week, and it was just kind of a bomb drop. So since that one really made me frustrated, I went ahead and picked up my Daydream Sea Turtles, which was picked in the bin and was basically going to be something I'd be working on next month. And I've actually put in a total of 620 stitches on it. You can see I have added right here into this page that is below, instead of continuing with this one at the moment. So this one is 1/1 tent stitch on 32 count, and I am not really having any issues with lines or anything. Tension's pretty good. I am definitely not having problems with like page lines or anything like that. What was I gonna say? I am thinking about possibly pulling this one into my bin for next month as well, just to keep it out for another month, since I really love this one. It's a Charting Creations pattern, and it is artwork is by Sheena Pike. I can actually pull up what that looks like in case you guys don't know what that looks like. Oh dear, who's... I don't know. Don't know how to help you there, buddy. Somebody's asking me, telling me they don't know what to eat, and I can't exactly help said person. Okay, tablet, cooperate. Oh my gosh, what did you do? Sometimes, you know how you just have moments where you're like, things just don't want to work, and yeah, that's totally what just happened right now. Alright. For those of you who don't know what Daydream Sea Turtles, wow. Huh. Let's turn, oh gosh. Okay. I turned down my brightness. You can kind of see him. If I unplug it, will that help? I'm still trying. There we go. Not like that. I hate this thing. I hate it. You can kind of, there it is. That's better. I like that. It's very beautiful. However, I have the large edition, and the large edition is basically a supersize for Charting Creations. So it's very large. However, I mean, I am in this very detailed spot here is the turtle shell for the big blue turtle, and there's more of it here and right here. This one is not very far along at all. It's like maybe 1.3%. So it's very, very, very slow going, but it's been loads of fun. I really enjoyed it, picking it up. So what do we have next? Next I have, you probably just saw that. This is my Christmas Minnie. It is one that I got off of Etsy. I have put in 1,050 stitches on her, which completed the goal I had for her to get more of her face done. She will look like this. Little Miss Santa Minnie Mouse. So what I did was I got her nose completed and got her eyes stitched in, and I think I got part of her face is filled in, as you can see. We filled in over here too. There you go, you can kind of see that. So we've been filling in a lot of white and black, and she will now go away for the rest of the month. Next up, sorry for the zippers, is the Quotes to Live By Sal. I don't really have a cover photo of this one. It is a retired Emma, I think it's Emma Cogden. It's a Stitchrovia, which I think was Emma Cogden. It is. So it is Stitchrovia Sal, Quotes to Live By, and it is a Emma Cogden. You cannot find this piece anymore. It is retired. I have it on some sort of weird natural, like raw linen that I'm not a fan of, but it's hard to get in the groove of it with it. And of course I have like one color blends in and I'm having to backstitch around it, so there is that. But I'm gonna live with the choice I made. So I have finished off the letters in the word quotes, and then I finished this banner, the Live By banner, completed except for backstitching. I was originally wanting to complete the entire like top banner, but I realized that was going to be a lot of stitching and I was getting a little bored, so I stuck with just finishing off the Live By stitching banner in that area, and that also gave me the opposite side to the big banner, which was nice. And then that will give me the way to start the border on this side to actually get it all the way across, which will be kind of nice. So I just have, my power almost went out. That might be fun. We may have to pause for a minute to make sure the power's not going to go out, because that could be interesting. My heart dropped too. Anywho, if I can get this done real quick before the power goes out, that would be awesome. So yeah, I feel like I've got this in a good spot now that I don't feel bad to put it up and pull it out at another time when it comes back up. So next up, I don't have a full photo of this one. This is the one ring to rule them all kind of thing. It was a free Sal in a Facebook group. I can't remember the group right offhand, but it is just it was called a Lord of the Rings Sal, and I had finished the first page. I believe there are only 12 pages, and I have made some very decent progress on the second page. As you can see, I am stitching this one kind of color by color cross country, since the page is in the Markup RXP app. It is in the Markup RXP app because it is a pixel stitch pattern, and it reads in there, so I'm using that to go page by page. And so far I'm not really having a whole lot of struggle with this one. This one is 2/110 stitch on 25 count. I don't really have any issues with my tension. My dog sounds really disgusting right now. Hey, stop. Thank you. Sorry about that. So I'm not really having too much tension issues with this one. It is interesting to go through and try to find all the little bitty stitches and stuff like that. That's been very intriguing. I feel like it's raining and storming outside, so it's kind of gotten dark. But I was hoping to finish this entire page this month, and it could still happen. I just may have to push aside a few other projects I had pulled into my bin, and I mean, it could happen. I'm not going to be mad if it doesn't. I would love to see it get all the way finished, but as it stands, I have stitched 1,172 stitches on it, and last I checked I was like 40% complete with this page, and I'm not mad about it. It is storming. I hear the thunder. Anywho, I'm not mad about it at all. I feel like I have made very decent progress on this since I had put it away for so long. Lovely. Severe thunderstorm warning. Yay! The chaos. Alright. Next up is... what else is there? Alright, next up is my supersized max color Once Upon a Fairytale, which is stitched on 32 count fabric, 1/1 half tent stitch is what it is, 1/1 tent stitch. I stitched this in diagonal 10 by 10 blocks using parking. If you are completely ready to see this ginormous chaos of threads, I have completed so far 2,014 stitches on it. My stitching on it is a little low, as I've been trying to really finish off one other project and finish my Clue 3 for my frosted pumpkin, so it is a little lower than normal, but I think once I get this one small project done, I will kind of pick up this a little bit more, and I should have like 2 more stitching sessions, roughly 2 or 3 more stitching sessions on the small one to finish it completely, and it should be fine. And I should have, like, maybe this evening I will probably try to finish my Clue 3, because I don't have a whole lot of stitching for that at all. Once Upon a Fairytale is at 3.65%, so this is a super size. And we have completed down through here, so I'll be starting up here again and working my way down. I will definitely be picking this up tomorrow, and I'll leave that there for right now just to see if I can get a screen grab. This has been a very, very, very fun piece. I am trying to keep up with stitching on this, at least for the most part, at least 300 stitches, 300 to 400 roughly stitches a day, and it will see me finish it in 2026. I was trying to keep up with it to the exact amount of 322 stitches to complete it by May 30th of 2026, but I find myself stitching on it like more some days and less others, just to give myself a little break, and it allows me to do some extra stitching on other projects that I have pulled for myself, and that way it kind of all evens out. But as long as it's finished in 2026, I will not be angry at that at all, because sometimes you just need a break. But I have really enjoyed it. It's been interesting building these bricks and this weird like club thing that's right here, since we're getting into like the kind of armory stuff. So you have, of course, Excalibur got completed last month. The candlestick also was completed in there, on there last month. I can't tell if this is a tree, like a bonsai tree kind of thing, or if it's just leaves on the rock. But we have the suit of armor right there, and then this is like it's like a club of some kind, a wooden club, and then there is a sword. I forget what the part is, the handle of the sword. There's a sword that starts coming this way, and then there's also a axe that sits up here too. So it'll be fun. I'm roughly about halfway through this page, and then I'll be moving my Q-snap over and starting back up here and working those 2 pages, and then work my 2 bottom pages. Oh my goodness. I know, I'm sorry. Hey, hey, hey. I'm so sorry. Thunder. Okay. Calm. I know. Shh. Okay. Sorry about that. And last but not least, I have my little Janlin Bulldog is what I'm calling it, but it's called Keep Looking Up. I am so sorry for that. I'm so sorry. And this is where we are. I have 2 more symbols to work, and then I just have back stitching and a couple French knots, and then it will be done. And that is what I have to show you this week. Since I'm going to kind of went through that really quickly, and I'm going to end it quite quickly because of the thunder and because of my dog barking at the thunder. So that is all I have to show you. I'm sorry that I kind of went through that really fast, but I was not prepared for the thunderstorm to happen. And I will see you guys in another 2 weeks. So happy stitching, and have a good weekend. Bye guys.